Back with Stewart Robson in lovely New York City, but he's not just there enjoying the sights and sounds, because there's a lot of them, though. He's there for the Madrid derby that's coming up, the first one ever outside of Spain. But Stewart, let's talk about the last match that you commentated on, and that was that Real Madrid clash with the Gunners. Big news coming out of that one is Marco Asensio tearing his ACL, looking like his season is definitely over before it even started. So how are Real Madrid going to cope with this kind of an injury?
It's bad for the player and it's bad for Real Madrid, but I think they can cope because they've got Hazard, they've got Vasquez, they've got Isco, they've got two front players in Benzema and Jovic, and of course they've still, at the moment, got Gareth Bale. Whether that changes the situation, I don't think it will. I think Zidane's already said that Bale, that he wants to get rid of him. He's not going to come back in because Asensio has been injured. So if they want to go to the very next level and they want to be Champions League winners, they probably need a better player in that position. But I don't think they're not going to be short of players to play out wide. Vasquez has done it on the right-hand side. Isco can play in behind. As I said, they've got Eden Hazard. They've got two front players. So I don't think it's that much of a blow for Real Madrid.
Ooh, not much of a blow for Real Madrid. Imagine that one. Well, how about this for some news sites? Stevie, Nicol, Dani Ceballos making his way away from Real Madrid to Arsenal. It's official. Doesn't get more official than that when you're posing right outside the ground with your name on the shirt. So, Stevie, what do you make of this one?
I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you. You know, for me, Ceballos plays exactly where Ozil would play. Does that suggest that Ozil's just not going to play? I'm not so sure. And I would also say that, in my humble opinion, Arsenal, everything they need is at the back. You know, Arsenal didn't have a problem scoring goals last season. They had a problem keeping them out, particularly the back four. They need two centre-backs and they need at least another full-back. And I'm not so sure about the goalie. And in the middle of the park, I'm not sure they have the strength when it comes to defending against the better sides. So Ceballos is a good player, yes. It's always nice to bring good players in. But really, when you don't really need them?
I see a lot of nodding going on.
No, I agree with you fully. And this just signals exactly what Unai Emery thinks of Mesut Ozil. I firmly believe that the club would prefer to be rid of Mesut Ozil, but they can't get anybody to take over that contract. Now, even by his standards, a bit part player, particularly in the second half of last season, I think this makes the new season look even more ominous for Mesut Ozil. But yeah, as Stevie rightly points out, Arsenal have other issues that I thought needed addressing first. Ceballos is a good signing, but I don't think it fixes any of their problems. I don't think it gets Arsenal fans sleeping any easier at night.
All right, so good signing, Stewart, is what they're saying, but doesn't quite fix the problems that Arsenal are really facing. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I agree with the guys entirely. You know, there are two players that just can't defend from the front, and that's why Unai Emery wants to play a pressing game, and he's got Ceballos in there probably to play that sort of role. It doesn't make them any better defensively in midfield. It doesn't make any better defensively at the back, but defending starts from the front, and you can't defend from the front when you've got Ozil and Mkhitaryan on your side. Ceballos, hopefully, if he plays, will do that better than those two players, and that's why I think he's brought in for the creativity, but also so he's got three players in Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ceballos that can go and press the ball and make it easier for those midfield and defensive players.
For more, sign up now for ESPN+.